Have you ever wondered why some women treat some men poorly while chasing others? If you think it's just about money or looks, you're wrong. There are plenty of attractive men who can't get a date, and wealthy men who are only taken advantage of for their money. So what's the real key? Simple. High-value men know how to ignore women. The fact is, most men crave women's attention, while high-value men do the opposite. They know exactly how to ignore women, and this unintentionally creates an irresistible, mysterious attraction that women can't resist. Imagine when a woman checks her phone, she's flooded with notifications from men her loyal fans. But high-value men don't offer free attention. They can create special moments and spark interest, but then they keep their distance, not rushing in. This behavior confuses her, leaving her wondering why you're not chasing her like other men. It stands out because she's used to constant attention, and the more she wonders, the more she wants your attention. However, it's crucial to know how to do this correctly. There's a psychology behind it, and by the end of this video, you'll know how to apply it yourself. Are you ready to discover how to become the most elusive and attractive man? If so, comment on the number 6 so I'll know, and if this is your first time on the channel, hit the subscribe button so we can continue this journey together. Number 1. Stop searching for love. In our minds, there exists a paradox. The more we want something, the harder it is to get. On the contrary, when we know how to let go and abandon the frantic pursuit, the very thing we desire seems to find us as if drawn to our indifference. This strange phenomenon isn't limited to human relationships but also reflects the subtle laws of the universe, pondered and reflected upon by ancient philosophers. It's as if the universe is testing the resilience of humans, their ability to control desires and achieve inner calm and peace. We no longer chase desires but instead learn to observe in silence, waiting for the right moment to act decisively and effectively. Imagine the first man who always craved approval, especially in love. He's caught up in continuous texting, anxious questions, and even excessive pampering for the person he secretly adores. The fear of abandonment and obsession with the lack of affection turns him into a moth drawn to a flame, always seeking confirmation, a warm look, or an affirmation of love. Ironically, these efforts are like arrows shot backward, pulling him deeper into the whirlpool of insecurity. The constant search for attention and praise unintentionally exposes his lack of confidence, weakness, and even desperation. Instead of creating attraction, he pushes others away because no one wants to be tied to a soul that always needs protection and lacks a strong, independent identity. Now let's move on to the second man. He carries within him a calm, resilient spirit and a free soul, unburdened by emotional waves. He doesn't chase anyone or seek approval, but instead focuses on the journey of self-improvement, passionately pursuing his goals. He is confident in his value, seeks happiness from within, not dependent on shallow praise. Around him, there are always women who feel the masculine's seductive allure. Why is that? The answer, according to Stoic philosophers, lies in how we react to changes in life. As Epictetus said, it's not what happens to you but how you react to it that matters. When we are no longer driven by despair or intense desires, we unintentionally change the dynamics of the game. We are no longer the pursuer but become the pursued. The difference in the way these two men react is the key to happiness. One relentlessly seeks happiness from the outside, while the other creates happiness from within. One depends on love and acceptance, while the other is the master of himself, creating his value. It is precisely this confidence, independence, and inner strength that create the irresistible allure of the second man. He doesn't need to try to impress or prove himself. The calmness and self-control emanating from him are signs of maturity, masculinity, and reliability, making others feel safe and comfortable in his presence. Are you still with me? Comment the number 1 if you're ready to move on to strategy number. Number 2, execute the strategic retreat. When you hear about this strategy, you might be surprised and wonder, does retreating really work? But stop and listen to my explanation. This isn't simply about staying away. but a calculated and artful retreat. Imagine that every morning when she opens her phone, she's flooded with messages from other men, all craving her attention. These messages not only affirm her self-worth but also boost her ego, making her feel special, and always having the right to choose and control. But you're different. A high-value man doesn't easily hand out his attention. You know how to create initial interest, but you don't jump into the game like everyone else. You know how to spark her curiosity and then retreat, leaving a question mark in her mind. From being the center of attention, she starts to feel a void and faces unanswered questions. What is he thinking? Did I do something wrong? Has he found someone more interesting than me? Her ego, which is always fed by attention, suddenly gets wounded. This feeling of absence begins to creep into her mind, sparking a subtle sadness. At first, it's just a little regret and disappointment, but gradually it turns into a lingering longing. By remaining silent and maintaining your distance, you hold the key to her emotions without needing to do anything more, because if you show up too soon, she won't have time to realize your true value. This skillful retreat leaves her confused, wondering why you're not like the others. She's used to constant attention, used to being chased and pampered, but you're not like that. You keep your mystery, and this absence makes her start to be curious and crave your attention. She no longer holds the reins in this psychological game, and at this moment you become more attractive and elusive than ever in her eyes. Number 3, master your time. Managing time like someone who truly masters their life means taking back control. No more waiting for texts, calls, or waiting for someone to notice your presence. No more changing your schedule just to fit someone else's life. It's time to reclaim your time, energy, and focus to invest in what truly matters. The truth is that if you don't value your own time, no one else will. If you've planned to work out, meet friends, or pursue a personal hobby, and your significant other suddenly wants you to spend time with them, be bold enough to say no if your plan is important. For example, I have plans this afternoon, let's meet up some other time. This helps your partner understand that you also need time for yourself to care for yourself and pursue what you love. When you prioritize your personal life, your relationship becomes more balanced and healthy. Every time you make yourself too accessible, you send the message that your time isn't valuable. And the truth is, others will treat your time exactly how you allow them to. If you're always available whenever they need you, they'll think you have nothing more important, and they'll act accordingly. But this ends here. From now on, you are the master of your time. No more canceling plans, no more waiting by the phone for people who don't value your presence. When you start treating your time like a precious asset, others will have to change how they treat you too. The power shift is real, and it starts when you decide that your time is non-negotiable. The first step in time management is to stop responding to messages immediately. Just because someone texts you doesn't mean they deserve an instant reply. You're not obligated to be available every time someone calls. Next, fill your time with things that truly matter. Invest your energy in activities that help you grow, whether it's taking care of your health, focusing on your career, pursuing your passions, or spending time with people who genuinely care about you. In the melody of love, sometimes we need pauses and moments of silence to make the music more profound and meaningful. I don't hesitate to say no when you need time for yourself to recharge and care for your soul. Be honest and sincere with your partner. I truly cherish the time we spend together, but I also need moments to recharge and focus on myself. This helps me feel better, and then we can fully enjoy the time we have together. This sincere message will help your partner understand that needing time for yourself isn't a sign of distance or fading love. On the contrary, it's a way of loving yourself and protecting your relationship. When your schedule becomes busy with your own goals and values, you won't even have space to worry about who's texting or not. And the interesting thing is, when you stop trying to please everyone, that's when they start seeking your attention. Number 4, let her chase you. Let's be clear, if you're always chasing after a woman, you're missing the point of attraction. You can't win her heart by always being the one who tries. Instead, you need to flip the script and let her chase you a bit. The problem is that many men don't realize that excessive pursuit can be harmful. Women want to feel like they are winning something of value, and if you're just offering your attention and time without her having to work for it, she won't appreciate it. When you stop being the constant pursuer, you show that you value yourself and have other priorities in life. This sends the message that you're not desperate for her attention, and that's exactly what makes you stand out. Don't make your life revolve around her. When she sees that you're not just sitting around waiting for her response or adjusting your schedule to fit hers, she'll start to appreciate your attention more and will work harder to get it. Number 5, learn to control your emotions. On the journey to becoming a truly attractive man, mastering the subtle principles of the art of seduction is essential. And one of the most valuable lessons Stoic philosophy offers is this: learn to control your emotions. At the beginning of a relationship, when everything is new and exciting, we often tend to let loose completely, sharing all our emotions and thoughts with the other person. But be careful. Revealing too much too soon can make you lose your allure. As Marcus Aurelius, a famous Stoic philosopher, once said, "The more we value things outside our control, the less control we have." In this case, by rushing to reveal all your emotions, you become predictable and less attractive in her eyes. Instead, learn to hold back a little and create a veil of mystery that makes her curious and eager to discover more. Let her have to work to earn your interest and affection. When she does, she'll value you more. At the same time, controlling your emotions also reflects the maturity and composure of a man. It shows that you don't depend on external validation, but can be confident in yourself. And that confidence is one of the most attractive magnets to women. Number 6, invest in other social relationships. It's often said you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. And this isn't just a cliche. Your environment and social circle have a powerful influence on how you think, how you act, and even how you grow as a person. If you're looking to become the best version of yourself, start by looking at the people you spend most of your time with. Do they help push you forward and encourage you to achieve your goals, or do they drag you into negativity and mediocrity? Upgrading your social circle isn't just about changing friends, but about carefully selecting those who bring inspiration, challenge you, and help you reach new heights. If you surround yourself with people who have passion, clear goals, and are always striving, you'll be fueled by their enthusiasm and ambition. On the contrary, if you stay with people who lack direction, your life will soon stagnate. When you start expanding your relationships with successful, confident, and visionary people, not only does your life change, but the way others perceive you changes too. A man who knows how to choose his friends is a man with attraction, because he knows his own value and doesn't let the environment sway him easily. When she sees you associating with people of higher status, knowledge, and class, she will definitely have to rethink. She will realize you're stepping into a new league, and that's what makes you stand out. Number 7, always keep a passion. Keeping a passion is a crucial secret to staying attractive and strong after a relationship ends. Imagine this: you have a goal, a passion that makes you feel energized and excited every day when you wake up. That fire creates an irresistible attraction in the eyes of others, because nothing is more beautiful than seeing someone live fully for what they love. This passion is not only a way for you to self-discover and grow, but also a powerful way for her to regret leaving you. When you focus on your passion, you send a clear message: you don't depend on anyone for your sense of purpose. Your life doesn't revolve around just one relationship. It's rich and diverse because of what you love and strive to build. This makes you self-sufficient, independent, and irresistibly attractive. People can't ignore someone with passion and big life goals. Moreover, passion is a mental anchor when life gets tough. You know that no matter who leaves or stays, you still have something to keep you moving forward, so you don't get swept into the whirlpool of sadness or loneliness. You keep improving yourself, raising your value. And when they see that you haven't crumbled but are still confidently moving forward, living your best life, regret will silently creep into their minds because they've lost someone full of passion and inner strength.